much more severe ones. But usually they are fertile and there is no problem in the fertility in that kind of persons.
How can it be 4 Ys? Like in 49 it's 4
Yeah, it is a good question. Usually the lady are XX, the man is XY. It should be 4, 5 copy. Maybe 1 copy would be duplicated during the meiosis of the ovum or sperm. It's not usual, but the biology is a lot for the exception can happen. How this happened, we don't know. I think this is the previous last slide. Please, in ambiguous genitalia, do karyotyping. Of course, in Farsi, we don't have he or she, but they say don't say he or she, because when you say he, they will go for male name because of the birth certificate. We say this patient has got something wrong on the external genitalia. Please be patient to go to name the baby. We should try to sit together. 5 group of people should sit together. Parent, geneticist, psychologist, endocrinologist, pediatric endocrinologist, plus urologist. They should sit together to define, shall we go for male or shall we go for female? Is it all the time hermaphroditism? Means we have ovary and testis? It's very, very rare. We have ovary and we have testis. It is rare. Based on our decision, based on decision of parents, maybe you have to remove testis or you have to remove ovary. If they would be there, the problem would be malignancy of that kind of person. Mild hypospadias, sometimes in male, we have urethra open to the underside of the penis or even in the perineum. It would be mild hypospadias. Seems to be ambiguous genitalia. All of them same in the classification. We do karyotyping, but it doesn't mean based on the karyotyping we will decide how we should go further. The family, endocrinologist, urologist, geneticist, psychiatrist should sit together to decide, shall we go for he or shall we go for she? That's very different from the transsexualism, which means the external genitalia is fine, the testis is there or the ovary is there, but somebody says, I'm thinking, I am a boy, I am a male, I am a female, shall we go for this context? That's another issue. This is not genetic, this is not anatomic, this is something psychiatric. That's another issue. But all of these ambiguities should do karyotyping. And remember, it is neonatal emergency. Neonatal emergency because some of them has got hypertension, some of them has got electrolyte problem, some of them at risk for the tumor. For these 3 reasons, plus the family should go for the birth certificate and to go for ID card. Based on these 3 or 4 issues, we should go to sit with the family, with the other 3, 4 groups to decide what shall we go further. We name this group of disorder as disorder of sex development, DSD, disorder of sex development. Developmental genetic is very new branch of genetics, which seems we don't know too much regarding development. We should define how differentiation is happening, how turn on, turn off genes are working. DSD, it depends on chromosomal problem, gonadal problem, and anatomic abnormality. By using microarray or NGS, next generation sequencing, we try to define what shall we do. We do patient management, means diagnosis, prevention, prognosis, follow-up, monitoring, and treatment, and screening. 7 items, I shall write it down because it's very important. 7 items shows management, diagnosis, treatment, follow-up, monitoring, screening, and prognosis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One is missing. Fuck. Sorry? Prognosis? Yes. One is missing. Prevention, exactly. Thank you. Prevention, mashallah. Sometimes we have to prevent this happening again in the family. The people are asking, what is the prognosis? Is it good prognosis or poor prognosis? Screening, do you have something to do prevention by screening of the patient? Monitoring means how we should go further for that baby. Follow-up, shall I ask them to go to see other doctors? Treatment, is there any treatment for the person? And is it a diagnosis is there or not? This is showing genetic is different from other 7 group of PhD in other laboratory, microbiology, virology, immunology, all of them, they go only for diagnosis. Or virology, they only go for diagnosis, but we do 7 jobs for the patient, especially for this one, to see what's going on. And of course, this word is very important, heterogeneous. You as a group, you are heterogeneous because there are ladies, because they are male, they are from Iraq, they are from Nigeria, they are from Afghanistan, so you are heterogeneous. Clinical heterogeneity means, for example, for the headache, you have maybe the patient has got tumor, maybe there is infection, there is something, you haven't had breakfast today, or maybe because last night you had very low, very small sleeping, so this is headache. It is clinical heterogeneity. Clinical heterogeneity. Sex developmental disorder are clinically heterogeneous. Sometimes we say locus heterogeneity, means several genes are responsible for the same disorder. For example, 3 genes are responsible for phenylketonuria. Sometimes we have allele heterogeneity, means exactly the same gene, same disorder, but several kind of mutation result in the same problem. It would be allele heterogeneity. For example, 300 kind of mutation result in the beta thalassemia major. It would be allele heterogeneity. Thank you for your hearing, and this is the last part of the